like all this young energy coming up.
Yeah.
People taking matters and creating their own lanes. We've seen this happen time and time again, but we don't see it sustained like we've seen this last movement or the movement we're going to talk about today, Heather B.
Okay.
That pro-era movement, ladies and gentlemen.
Man, listen.
Joey Badass, man. He's here on the show today, man. I don't even know what to say about this young man. I feel like he's me in my younger day.
Just speak the truth then. No, you just speak the truth.
The personification of sway and tech. This is why I rock with you, to be honest with you, is because I look at you and I'm like, damn, he's that dude. He's who I was when I was his age. When he came up here, you was just, first time, I think he was just 17. Right. You didn't turn 18 yet. You about to turn.
So you telling me when I'm your age, I'm gonna be rocking them hats too?
You got you. I'm telling you, man. Hey, you'll be a legend.
Hey, peace.
But your mentality towards it all, man. I was speaking with well, first of all, congratulations on dropping of the official debut studio album.
Thank you.
All right, Before the Money.
Thank you.
And that's something we've been waiting on for a long time. You're already charting right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, #1 on iTunes right now. Feels really good to say that.
Feels good, right? Let's narrow it down. Pro Era, you know, was started by you and your collective, right? Back in your high school days.
Yes, sir.
Very creative young men who put something together, a concept together that has elevated you out of
much credit to Capital Steez.
Capital Steez, definitely, R.I.P. And because of that, you've been able to give jobs to a lot of people in your circle, right?
Word up.
You've been traveling the world?
Yes, sir.
What places, some of the continents you've been to?
Hey, man, I just got back from Australia. And, you know, that's like the furthest I could possibly be from home.
Australia.
So, you know, that's
he was in Australia. Did you go? Did you go snorkeling? Did you go deep sea diving? You didn't do all of that.
But I was chilling with the kangaroos, and they actually call the baby kangaroos Joeys. So I'm chilling with my brothers, you know.
Little Joey's hopping around.
Are the women in Australia different than the chicks in Brooklyn?
Yeah.
Tell me how.
Super different. I mean, it's a weird game out there because they actually don't like compliments.
What do you mean?
They like it straight aggressive.
What do you mean, like, bitch, come here type
Right.
aggressive?
I mean, not bitch, come here, but like, you know, don't tell me I look nice, nigga. Like, tell me, like, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. Like, I'm still trying to understand their game, but I mean, I don't have too much of a difficult time.
Well, you're Joey Badass, you know.
They got
So when you gotta
kangaroos
you gotta diss them to get the coochie? Like your breath stink.
I don't know
Meet
what
me
it
in my
is.
room.
I honestly don't know what it is. I haven't captured it yet.
You haven't captured it yet?
But every one of them like be like, yo, we don't like them compliments and shit.
Do they have like little marsupial pouches or they got flat stomachs? But are they, you know, like out here they got
I hate Sway.
I really be like,
They all different varieties.
different varieties. You know, this interesting. I paint this picture of Joey Badass. We all know him as just a dude who's dedicated to his music. You know, who got influenced by some of the greatest of all time to create this style. And then you read these newspaper reports and they describe you as a gun-toting gangster rapper, cop-hating
Marxist,
right? Marxist, right?
Anti-white,
and all. When you see the media describe you as that, does it scare you how disconnected they are to who you really are?
Not at all, because, you know, I know who I am. Yeah. And people who really support me know who I am. Yeah. And, like, I'm just glad that my peoples can identify that as just fake. Yeah. You know, and I want them from now on to always, like, you know, identify that with the media. If it ain't something that's just directly factual, you know, then just know it ain't. It's mixed up. It's mixed up because even recently, what had surfaced, you know, after the whole Malia Obama situation, I did a Bloomberg interview like last week, and I said on the interview, I said at first when I seen the picture, I didn't know who it was. Malia Obama. But the media twisted my words up and said I didn't know who Malia Obama was at all. Yeah. Like, and that's what they started pushing in the story. So that's the current story. I was walking around yesterday at Agenda and it was like, how you know who Malia Obama was and all that? I'm like, come on, bro. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. It's the media. Be like, you know, it's clickbait. It's clickbait.
Yep.
Did Obama... I understand that Obama actually reached out to you and was just asking you for advice after this on how to build up the economy. Word. Is that true? That's very true, man. And you know what I told him? What you tell him? Buy before the money. There it is. Joey Badass is here, man. So did you ever punch the guy in Australia? I haven't seen you. You know, did that really...
I can't speak on that.
You can't speak on that. Yeah. Okay. I like that. He went up to the mic and I can't speak on
Let's
that.
be clear.
And backed up. All right.
I heard, and I think actually coming from you, that your phone was tapped. Is that true?
I mean, my phone's is tapped at the moment, yeah. When you have the leader of the free world's daughter wearing your shirts and all of that, I guess, you know, they start to investigate. They got my whole crib surrounded.
Really?
And all that. I mean, I believe it. I don't sleep. I hear the clicks on my phone.
You hear the clicks. You literally hear clicks. Does that curtail your conversation? Like if you talking to a girl, you don't get too
if I'm
descriptive?
talking to a girl, then like, you know, at the end of the day, hey, I say it all the time. My mom's voted for Obama, so we ain't got no beef over here. Like, it's all good.
That's what's up. It's funny. Joey Bada, international news for something that's really strange, but it comes at a good time because the album is out.
He made it.
All right. Before the money, I want to do lyrical breakdown coming up. Did you get... Let's go. Okay. Black Beetles, Sway in the Morning, Shade 4-5. It's off the album. Joey Bada is here, man.
Yep.
It's like one of my favorite songs on the album, to be honest with you. It's about, 17 tracks on there, right?
15 plus 2 bonuses.
2 bonuses. And the bonuses are interesting because you got a song with a Canadian artist who's like a European star, Kaiser. And that song is totally different from what you would normally expect from a Joey Bada.
Word, but what I want to introduce to the world though is like, cause dance has been a big part of my life. More than a lot of people know. Like growing up in Brooklyn, what we grew up on was like, you know, the whole Caribbean style of dancing.
Yeah.
We used to call it shata dancing. You feel me?
Shata.
Getting mad.
Yes.
That's what it was called. And you know, it was just such a big part of my life growing up that to me is not anything new. But to the people, they don't really know this side of me.
Yeah.
So you feel me? It's very new to them.
Teach Me, right? That's the name of it?
Yes, sir.
And I was with the EMAs over in Scotland. And Kaiser, I got a chance to interview her. Yo, Kaiser's big, yo.
She's big.
The European Music Awards.
Yeah, okay. The European. And the crazy part is she lives in Harlem.
Yeah.
Right?
Uptown.
You know, you know where she lives? You been to her house?
Yeah.
Word?
It's a studio.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Save yourself, Joey. Pull yourself
I
out.
heard the tone of voice. I had to, you know, clarify that one time.
She good looking, man. She's
and she
strong.
can move. And she can
strong body.
She comes to my party. Hey, you come to my party?
Is it tonight?
Yeah.
Kaiser's gonna be there?
Yeah.
I'll be at your party tonight.
For Kaiser.
No, where's it at? I'm a Cubs. Word.
It's at this venue called Verboten in Williamsburg.
It's in Brooklyn?
Yeah.
Damn.
These uptown dudes.
No, I'm in Harlem, Joey. You got another song with Action Bronson.
My bad, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead.
But if it's really that much of a problem, we got the Uber codes for promotion.
Oh, word?
Jump in the Uber specifically for my party. You feel me?
So I'm catching the train, yo.
Oh, all right.
I'm catching the train.
Whatever.
You got a song with Elle Varner on there?
Yes, sir.
Action Bronson. Is that a love song, kind of? Or what would you consider?
That's just the rider joint right there.
Yeah, that's the rider joint?
That's the rider joint. I feel like I really needed one of those for the album.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, I came up, me and Static, you know, we just wrote that. We did that one day in the studio, and then I was just like, yo, like I need a singer on this one right here. I'm thinking, you know, me and Elle been homies for a long time, so it made perfect sense. And then I always heard Action Bronson over that beat as well, so I got him for it.
Action Bronson, he almost got into it recently with the whole conversation of hip-hop turned about appropriation of hip-hop culture and white artists.
Yeah.
You know Action Bronson, he went back and forth with, who do you go back and forth with?
Azelia Banks.
Yeah, what is your thoughts on that, man?
I mean, I don't really have any thoughts on it, you feel me? It's not really any of my business, you feel me? It's not anything I really want to get into. Like, at the end of the day, hip-hop has grown, you know, very much, a lot in these last couple of years, and like, you know, it's turned into a universal thing. And you know, I mean, of course we all know where it started from, but it's universal now. It's bigger than us at this point.
Yeah. Joey Bada is hanging out with us, man. I want to do a lyrical breakdown, man.
I don't get it. What exactly don't you get?
Breaking down the lyrics you may not understand.
What the hell did you just say?
It's the Lyrical Breakdown.
I can break it down like whatever you want.
On Sway in the Morning.
Like how you put Buckshot in that, man. I thought it was very appropriate here, Joey Badass. Black Beetles, I want to talk about this song because I like to, when I hear certain lyrics, I want to understand what was the meaning, what was the thought process behind the lyrics.
Okay.
So can we go through it? And if I mess some up, then feel free to correct me.
Got you.
All right. Now the chorus is low on self-esteem. Fool's been out for me. Foes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Foes been out for me. Someone's watching me. This world ain't property.
Proper B.
Yeah. Okay. That's me working it. B. What does that mean?
That right there, I mean, it was just pretty much like, just how I felt at the moment.
Yeah.
Low on self-esteem, foes been out for me. Someone's watching me, this love ain't proper B. Thinking I could be dead.
Yeah.
It's really right there,
Yeah.
Or
now your self-esteem, obviously, doing songs with Kaiser now, it must be sky high right now. Right? You can't be doing songs with Kaiser and having low self-esteem. You deal with self-esteem issues at all?
I mean, yeah, I'm still human, at the end of the day. And, we all go through shifts and, it's all a moderation of how it feels. It's all about just balancing.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll be really low. Sometimes I'll be really high. And that's just,
Tracy came in this morning. She was really low, right?
Low to the damn ground.
Well, you look better now.
Thank you, boo.
I couldn't tell.
Smooth.
Yeah, you saw that?
It's better every year.
That game ain't gonna work in Australia though. You compliment, you gotta diss her. Okay, so the verse is, I guess, and I may miss a few things. I guess them little black Beetles just want attractive singles.
This won't attractive singles.
This one, what does that mean?
So it's actually, Kanye had inspired that line right there because he said, what's a black beetle anyway? A fucking roach. You feel me? So I'm saying, I guess we the little black Beetles, and this won't attract the singles. Like, meaning what I'm about to say won't attract me getting any type of paper. It's not a hit song or anything like that. It's just real straight from the heart.
Okay, and that flow is mean, but it lacks tacks and needles.
Mm-hmm.
I spend my days sharpening my skills.
Will swallow still legal.
What does that mean?
Okay, so wait, what is it?
Yeah, I still spend my day sharpening my skills, wills, while it's still legal.
Oh, and that flow was mean, but it lacks tacks and needles.
Yeah.
Meaning, like, that flow is dope, but it ain't sharp enough.
Yeah.
Talking that, like, basically everybody else in the industry. It lacks tacks and needles. And I spend my days sharpening my skill, wills, while it's still legal, while I still have the right to freely express my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, First Amendment right. He got into the Bill of Rights right there.
I like that.
All right, it's constitutional. All right, weeding through cathedrals applied to my cerebral. They ain't built, they feeble, driven by the ego. Does that say that right? I mean, this is my interpretation.
Reading through cathedrals,
okay,
applied to my cerebral. They ain't built, they feeble, driven by the ego.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's basically, on my basic studies, just weeding through and everything. And,
what do you study? What are your basics? That's what I'm gathering from it.
I like to read a lot of books. Mainly, I like to read like autobiographies of people I'm really interested in. Malcolm X. I'm now reading Decoded by Jay-Z, which is phenomenal.
It's a great book.
Phenomenal. I like reading a lot of self-help books. I recently finished this book called The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz.
Yup.
And I recommend that to anybody right there.
Must read.
Okay. All right. How many lives will they take today? We ain't equal. Another world where it's sequel, a doomsday prequel.
How many lives will they take today? We ain't equal. Another world war sequel and doomsday prequel.
Break that down.
Okay, so it's pretty much another world war.
Yeah.
Because like we in like World War 4 or 5 now.
Yeah.
And doomsday prequel being that, like, right before, like, these wars gonna drive us into the ground.
Revelation.
Yes, sir.
It's biblical proportions in this verse right here, Heather B. It's why I gravitated towards this. It's a spiritual connection. The world war may not happen with the atomic bomb as we seen it happening on the internet now, in cyberspace.
Word.
Am I reading too much into that, or am I right on point here?
You right on point.
I'm right on point? Okay. Sound pretty good when I break your lyrics down.
You know what?
All right, let's finish the verse. All right. This ain't the world we thought it was when we was in preschool. Sometimes it's hard to be cool. Sometimes I feel like I'm see-through. Oof. Is that right? Sometimes I really wish, or I wish that I could be you. Away from the Hollywood acts and record contracts. Are you saying the fans when you say I want to be you? Or what
yeah, saying like whoever's listening, you know, just the average Joe out there or whoever it is out there who's just like, you know, not as
famous.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I won't say I take it back because I worked hard for that, but this life ain't turned out to be what it seemed. Ever since I woke up, I've been living in a dream. Got me low on self-esteem.
Fool's been out for me.
Damn, really good lyrics.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Thank you,
Solid.
Man, get this album.
Yeah.
Please.
for no other reason.
Just hit the shelves today. Right after I leave here, I'm going to buy 47 copies.
Really?
Word up.
Why 47?
Right.
Just cause that's just what I promised myself, and you know, 47 is my number.
That's your number,
it's
right?
My whole squad number.